Says, hey Dad, can you go get John Forrest to sign my Game Boy? Yeah, I think I can. He goes, do you know John Forrest? There's my kid coming there. I said, yeah, John, I know John Forrest. He said, well, go over there and they give you the same thing. He said, no, I'll take you over there and I'll sign it for you. So he go in there and start talking. And Forrest is like, obviously you've never guessed it, but he's pretty good talking, especially with kids. I mean, he's really good. So he's talking, so Forrest talking to my kid, and his name's John. So Forrest is saying, hey, he's over in the John Farm and all this. They're going, Forrest signs the thing. And we wasted about 20 minutes of his time. He was really good at talking to my kid, right? And so then I said, okay, come on, we gotta go. And my kid says, John Forrest, I got just one question more to ask you. And so then, of course, Forrest, he says, anything you want to ask, just ask him. So then my kid says, okay, John Forrest, why don't you race a top fuel tractor? Why do you race a funny car? And it's the only time I saw Forrest have that look on his face like that. He didn't know what to say. It took him about 10 seconds, and all of a sudden, I could see that light bulb went off in Forrest's head. And he started talking. He said, hey, let me tell you, the only reason he's the toughest guy I know. I would hate to have to race him. And of course, I mean, my kid, right? All right. And so, I mean, I've always been a John Forrest fan, but let me tell you, this guy's a good guy. So I want to thank him for coming over here.
It's always, I love a crowd, but it's always an opportunity. When you feel like you're doing something good, you come here, and I want to say this gentleman right here, can you hear me? What he does is good with his foundation, with Grace. It's very important to teach and learn the children of today. My own daughter, Courtney, where are you at? Courtney, quit being a star. Come over here. Got her a new hot rod. She drives for Traxxas. She talks like me. She drives like me. If she looked like me, she'd have everything. But it's really, it is amazing. Is there anybody in this room over 50? Yeah. Okay, is there anybody in this room over 100? Because I am. True story. He was not always this tall. Now they're going to pump in the coffee. Then it'll be for 3 hours here, and this is the first section. I didn't have any coffee this morning. I'm watching this pump. Every time I race with this girl, 4 lanes yesterday, I'm setting, and I'm looking out, and I'm watching her ball. And Mike Crucci was so mad. He goes, watch your own ball. You got to make sure the baby gets in there. This thing's really confusing. But when I met, that's why I'm slowing down on the coffee. But when I met along the freeway out in California, there was a sign that said Chet Herbert. I thought it was a rock band. I don't know why. I thought it was a music company. And that was your dad. I used to go there. Now sponsors pay, well, I ain't going to say millions, but they paid up. Antron could be related to me. You wouldn't believe where I've been, Antron. Well, you don't throw that stuff at me, I'll throw that stuff at you. But I used to go by there. They pay us now to put their signs on the car. But I remember going in and buying a decal. I couldn't afford a camshaft just to put the decal of his father's brand on the side of my race car. And I did it over the years. It was like if your car didn't have decals, you weren't racing. You just want to keep moving those pancakes. He said, who is this dumb son of a gun? I can't do my regular act, but I cuss because Racers for Christ is here. So it's hard for me. I can't hardly talk without swearing. My vocabulary, I don't know how to fill it. Can I just yell shit or something? Please? But I met him. He was a little guy. And you can't believe it, 9 foot tall. He was only this big when I met him. That's how long I've been around. Antron. I knew your mama's mama. When I met his grandmother, she's the most sweetest woman. She threw her arms around me. We're going to get into a competitive deal here. Wait a minute, I'm forgetting the baby over here. But this whole deal with the family and all this is very important. And we do try to stay together. We do try to teach our kids. That's what it's all about. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you introduce my daughter. Would you do that?
Yes, I will.
I'm going to let you do that.
All right, everybody. Now I got to add something here. Now I know why. When I was growing up as a kid, my mom was a huge John Force fan. Now she don't like me no more. Because you left me with him. You didn't claim me. Now I know who my dad is. I love you, Dad. Now, joking aside, you know, I've been around drag racing for a little bit now. I know I look young, but I've been here for 15 years. And it's been so cool to see John and see Ashley come in. But man, I tell you what, man, you saved one of the best for last. And when I saw Courtney come out there, and I saw her get the mic and she grabbed it, I said, Lord have mercy. I said, she don't look like John because she's beautiful. Right? I said, thing about it is, I said, she talks just like him, and Courtney, you've been doing a great job, girl. You're attacked. And you know, without further ado, I want everybody to give a round of applause for Courtney Force.
Wow, I don't think I talk as loud or as much as my dad, so I don't know how you guys can compare that. Maybe when I get out of the race car, I talk a lot. There's a lot of adrenaline, but no, I mean, we're happy to be here. It's awesome, you know, we go this race program, and hopefully this pancake breakfast is amazing. So I mean, I love being part of it, and I'm happy to be here. So thanks for inviting us, and hopefully we can, you know, bring some awareness to riding safe on the road, and hopefully everyone just has a good time. And 4-wide is amazing, so hopefully you guys have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was talking about teaching you. Said God, he was throwing you in the parking lot in the car.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Put your lips up to that mic.
That
Talk
was
to that
amazing.
mic like you love it. Talk to it.
I have to deal with this 24 hours a day. All the time, it doesn't stop ever.
We pray for you.
But yeah,
Thank you, Larry.
Dad taught me how to drive when I was little. I mean, I was 15 and he was showing me the ropes about just driving a street car, and now he's teaching me how to drive a race car, so it's definitely a lot of fun. He does his best. He's not very good at, I guess, expressing slowly how to teach someone how to drive. It's a little stressful. I try to go to my mom for that, but when I came into Fuel Funny Car, I knew I had to suck it up and deal with his ways of teaching us. But Ashley's definitely been there to help a lot, so it's definitely been fun. And definitely quite an experience. For 4-wides, I got my hands full here, so it's twice as much work, I guess, for me, but I'm definitely having a good time, and happy to be at the Brakes program, so thank you for having us.
Hold on, the coffee's starting to kick in.
Give us some more coffee. Keep the
Let
coffee
me
coming.
tell you, anybody got girls?
Oh, Jesse's
Okay.
birthday. Jesse's birthday tomorrow. Where's my daughter? She's right over here. Raise your hand, Jesse.
Stand up, Jesse. Jesse, raise your hands. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. You told me to come eat a pancake. I'm here. I got to tell you something with raising the girls, and then I'll get out of here. Because it's been a great experience. But you think, when I was a kid growing up, my dad taught me everything about a car, a street car, about a truck. How to change the brakes, how to change the carburetor, how to do stuff, how to change a flat tire. We were up at the proving grounds at Ford Motor Company. Ashley had already driven over 300 miles an hour. You know, already won Indy, and we're up there, and the guy's got all the cars lined up. And I just want you to know I didn't miss it the second time. Because when I learned this lesson, the guy runs over and says, "Oh my God, Ashley's in the car and she's crying. I said, she's crying. First thing I went into father mode. One of them NASCAR guys said something rude. We're going to fight, right? And I run over. I looked in the window. What's wrong, baby? She's sitting there and she goes, Dad, there's another pedal on the floor. I said, it's a stick shift. We're on the proving grounds and Ford going to ride these Mustangs. I said, it's a stick shift. And she goes, what's a stick shift? I said, you're shitting me. We go 300 miles an hour. You know, the first thing I did when I went home, I got her, I got Courtney, I got Brittany. I said, you're all learning how to drive a stick shift. Like, how are you going to survive, right? And now you know what they say to me? Dad, why can't you run a computer? Why can't you run a cell phone? Why do you carry that big book around with everybody's phone number in it? Raising the girls. So Courtney learned it fast, but it's really been challenging, but it's really been a gift. I never had sons. I have a grandson now with Ashley, and I have a granddaughter with Robert Height, and my daughter Antron, Autumn, and we have Jacob John. But it is an experience raising the girls. That's why Antron, where you at, Antron? Did he leave? What are you over there sucking up the caps for? Look at them guys over there. Dixon, all these superstars of the sport. I stand over there saying, look at that old man. He's going to drop any day. Not a chance. Doesn't cut a deal with the Lord. You're stuck with me for a while. The Lord says to me, Forrest, teach our children. And I thought, oh my God, he must not know me. Okay, I'm going to shut up. I'm getting back to coffee. I'll be back in 15 minutes.